After Tyree Nichols' death in Memphis, we wanted to know how hotspot policing is working in Harris County. We visited Cypress Station, one of the highest crime neighborhoods in the city. What residents had to say should raise some eyebrows and some hopes. America Bailey and her daughter live in the very same apartment complex where a 3-year-old was shot in the head by a stray bullet while sitting in her car seat in 2021.
I feel like the hotspot units could be around more because I feel like they're not around when things are happening. I feel like the hotspot units are not helping this area enough.
Crime reduction units began patrolling high crime areas like Cypress Station 3 years ago with the goal of providing a proactive police presence in high crime areas, assisting with arrest and search warrants, and conducting high-risk traffic stops.
So right now we're going to the Cypress Station area, which is the biggest microzone in Harris County. Microzones are also commonly referred to as hotspots. But basically, it's a centralized area on a map where a lot of crime occurs. We drive around the Cypress Station corridor, look for people who we know are outstanding, look for good traffic violations, and at the bare minimum, make a good uniform presence to try to deter the crime in that area. Was a pistol. It was not in a holster. He doesn't have a license to carry, and it wasn't concealed under the seat. It was just laying on the floorboard.
I feel like the crime reduction police are more better than the regular police because the regular police do not respond quicker like they're supposed to. So I feel like they're not honestly doing their job.
The fact of the matter is it's still few people in those areas that are causing the majority of the crime. Similar to there are few areas, so geographically within the county, that have the most crime. But a crime reduction unit is a team of deputies assigned to each patrol district. They're supervised by a sergeant. Their responsibilities include assisting some of our federal and state partners in executing high level, kind of riskier search warrants and arrest warrants, doing high danger traffic stops for some of our partner agencies, and providing proactive police presence in high crime areas.
Of course, targeted policing carries major risks without accountability, transparency, or proper training and recruiting.
The research tells us that, these units, if they're focused on specific types of crimes in specific types of areas, they can be effective, but there's a thin line between effectiveness of these high crime suppression units and basic human rights. I don't think they're going to go anywhere anytime soon, right? That's just the reality of it. But if you're going to have them, just with anything else, make sure that they're held accountable and that someone is there to answer when they go wrong and hopefully prevent them from going in the wrong direction.
Each deputy has been vetted before they're allowed to enter into that unit for complaints of excessive force and rudeness. They've historically been deputies who do lots of traffic stops because that is a lot of what the deputies are doing. The goal there is to engage and educate and help, kind of reduce crashes in unincorporated Harris County. When you talk about what traits we're looking for, discipline, the ability to remain calm in a stressful situation. Number 2, communicate. Can you talk to folks? Rudeness I think is a really big indicator of a person's ability to interact with the public. Has there been a rudeness complaint? Because that's usually how things, that's the basis for that type of behavior.
In order to build sort of this strong, effective, trustworthy police force, you got to do a couple of things. One, you got to develop clear job requirements and standards. You got to conduct, thorough background investigations. You have to improve your psychological assessments. You got to make sure that there's better pre-employment training. You have to encourage diversity, not just the color of a person's skin, but thought diversity.
I think what we've focused on heavily is the tactical side, right? The ability to provide life-saving services. The next step is how can we increase the philosophical edge of these men and women who are working out there, and kind of giving and elevating their perspective of what our role is.
The residents we talked to seem grateful for the sheriff's targeted policing. They seem to believe it's working. They want more.
I appreciate that they are securing this area a little bit more. We need more presence just because it does reduce the crime.
That's good news. Whether these deputies are adequately trained to both reduce crime and improve the community's perceptions of the police is an open question. But it gives us hope that, at least in Cypress Station, hotspot policing is working as intended, bringing them safety, not more trauma.